Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Education 3000. We're here to our master classes. For our master classes, the level 1. And we're here with Noemi Payman. Welcome, Noemi.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you. It's always a pleasure to be online with you, live.
Yes.
So,
And today we're going to enjoy some classes, but this is going to be our first class where we're seeing some pedagogical trends, but also we're going to put everything that we learn in practice. So let's wait for what is coming. Noemi, what can you tell us about it?
yeah, now we will do tools. We will do 7 Petal schools and practical ideas. And remember, it's not an idea to repeat like this. It's an idea to co-create according to your necessity, to the culture, to the economic reality, social background. So remember, it's a co-creation. And then put comments, how it goes with you, what you do, what are your new invention, your new tool, how do you feel, which country you are from. The idea is to do it all together. We are talking about all the countries of the world. We are talking about an education with mind and heart and action. There are 3 things: the beautiful wisdom here and knowledge, beautiful heart and emotional intelligence, and action. And the kids are happy. We want happy kids, happy teachers, happy parents,
Yes.
and basically a beautiful change in the whole society.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we appreciate that. And we are going to be waiting for all your comments, all your questions, and also your input. If you would like to share us with us, and if you see or if you know some more of these fun and tools for education, we are just waiting for you to share it with us. That's great.
I want to take this away. Okay, subscribe.
Yes. Subscribe to our
Like,
pages. Yes.
share. Remember, education is for all of us, and we can do all our part.
Yes.
Beautiful. I like the subject of today. It's very long. It's on the website we have many tools. Let me find if I have the website here. Do you remember by heart in English?
Which one? Today, pedagogical trends and
Website. Yeah, this one.
oh yes, the website. Yes, www.education3000.info. So
Education with 3 O. 1, 2, 3.
oh, that's our yes, that's the detail.
Why? Do you know why?
Okay, why, Noemi? I know why, but I would like you to explain that to us.
It's because Google has 2 O's, so we had to put one more.
That is good. That is a good one.
Remember, in Education 3000, we have all the books and a lot of material. It's all free. Download the book, share. It's all for you. We consider this humanity heritage, and it's always with Education 2000 free of charge because no copyright, nothing, copy left.
Yes, that's a wonderful thing. And then all the classes that we are having here, you can review them, each one of them, and those are in our platform as well as this one that we're going to have today.
And on our YouTube channel, where we are, YouTube channel is Education 3000 in different languages. Facebook too, Education 3000. You can have a bunch of videos, and it's all free as well. So if you can't sleep at night, you have all you want
Yes.
in audio and in videos. Yeah.
And so, and let's the fun begin, because this is the fun part where you learn all the information, the background, why the education should be transformed in a new thing, why we're co-creating this new education, and these tools will help you put all of these in action. So let's go.
Let's start with the first one. Then we will do part 2 next week, and we have a 3rd video for the next week. So let's begin. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
Live.
take your book, take notes, and put in practice.
Yes,
Can you see with the sound and everything?
it's fine. Yes. Good.
Uno. Hello, hello, dear friends. Welcome to Education 3000, our videos, online videos. I am Noemi Paimal, the founder of Educatioon with 3 O's, 3000. Hello, Dave.
Hi, Naomi. I'm David Fegan, the internet. Sorry, Naomi. How are you, Naomi?
Good, 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 good.
I went straight into the formalities. Hi, everybody watching at home. I'm the International English Program Coordinator at P3000 at Education 3000. This is our 10th video today in our Level 1 series, Co-Recreating Education. What are we going to discuss in this video, Naomi?
Tense. We are cruising, right? Very, very important. Finally, we go straight to the tools and tools and tools. What kind of pedagogical trends, what we can do, and beautiful new tools as well. For little ones, big one, adult, you please use those tools, whatever is your subject or the age of the student or whatever you do, you can use them and please adapt them. And you can adapt them to the culture, your culture, to the economic facilities you have or you don't have, and the social background. So it's for you to definitely enjoy and adapt to what you need.
All right, let's get started. So here we're going to look at some practical ways to
Yeah,
implement.
so many people say, when are you going to do the tools? That's it. We are in the tools now. Can you see my screen?
I can see it nice and clear.
Yeah, good. And we want to be as practical as possible and show what's new, because of course we have many other tools all over the place, and as teachers and as parents, you already know. You can share the tools with us as well, and we can make more videos, and we can make like a Wikipedia of pedagogical tools. We will have a portal soon to do that. So please share, comments and share, please, please, please. And it has to be
Fun.
fun. If it is not fun, it's not education. And there is a saying, Dave, it's if it is not fun, it's not sustainable.
Sustainable?
Sustainable.
Sustainable. If it's not fun, it's not sustainable.
Yes. So this is exactly what we want to co-create, to build, to have for all the children of the world and for us. Remember, joy, fun, it's very good. It's helping a lot the processing, the learning process. And it's proved by neuroscience. If you have fun and if it is pleasant, we learn so much more, so fast, and it's a long-term memory, and it will boost more creativity. The tools, this is a recapitulation.
So a compilation that we have here, tools, so physical education. What does phase 1 refer to, Naomi?
Yeah, at the beginning, it was hard to put in order all the tools. We had like 5 books and it was hard. So we decided to put by area and by phases. Like everybody can start physical education or have more inside in any kind of learning process. And phase 2 and 3, it will be like maybe in a couple of years to have more like inner tools or tools more like um, brand new. So people have like a little schedule and a little plan, timetable.
Nice. So we can see the first tool for physical education. Obviously, that works the physical intelligence. Second on the list there for tools, we've got cognitive, articulated, contextualized, active, and fun. And here we're talking about mental intelligence, right, Naomi?
Yes. So it's like all the topics, but it has to be really present in a different way. And I do recommend you to check all the work of Yakov Perelman. It's in different languages. It's everything was fun. It's like magic tricks, fun mathematics, fun physics, fun
Chemistry.
chemistry, fun astronomy, and he has so much nice exercise and tools. And I recommend we use, of course, all the teachers, they do that now. They use project. It's called project-based learning. And something I like a lot is solution-based learning. Like find a real problem in the school or in the neighborhood, and you have to find solutions. So all the kids or young person, they make groups and they find solution and they implement the solution. So they learn how to be not afraid to do and to be creative, and how to do a project all the way to the end. If you have an idea, you have to know how to implement, and don't drop the project. That's very good, very pedagogical. TB, what is it?
Sorry.
TB. We have TB and STEAM.
So yeah, what is TB and STEAM?
Can you guess? And you guys?
Maybe TB. So like, are we talking about solution-based approaches or solution-based learning, something like that?
But the T is for team building.
Team building.
Everything team building. Like you can have math problem, and you do groups, and they have a piece of the problem, but all together they have to find the other piece of information in the other group, and at the end they find one solution or different solutions. The TB, team building. And STEAM or STEAM will be technology, mathematics, engineering,
Science.
all together. Like robotic, for instance, will be STEAM, and if you put the A, it will be art. So it will be robotic, for instance, with the robot is more beautiful, like you do aesthetic robot.
Oh.
So this is very known, these techniques, and they work very well.
Very dynamic as well, right?
Yeah. You want to learn. I want to go back to school. I want to go back to the 7 Peter school.
We're always learning, right?
Time.
We've also got the emotional tools. So for emotional intelligence, affective intelligence. We obviously looked at Goleman in some of the last videos that we've done as well, Naomi.
Yeah, please review all the books on emotional intelligence and how to implement it too. And this is phase 1. This is a must. If the kid has no self-esteem, is not confident, and is afraid, and he doesn't feel good, how can he learn? I mean, we have to do things in the right order. Actually, I know a school in Ecuador, they were doing 3 months, once a trimester, only on the emotional intelligence. And then they will start the famous curricula or syllabus. And they had so beautiful results, to the point that one kid, she had her own radio, and she was a radio speaker or locutor or radio program. She was doing a radio program, and she was only 11.
She was a radio DJ.
Yeah.
Host.
Radio DJ, a host.
Nice.
So
number 4. Sorry to interrupt you. Number 4 and 5, Naomi, we've got biointelligent tools, arts, ecology, and these are looking at integral intelligences, right?
Yeah, that it will cover everything, because you need all the intelligence to do that. And biointelligence tools, that's the topic of today. So after that, we will develop what it is exactly. And INCRE and IDEJO, they are 2 schools, and now they are 40 years old. They are the first school that were completely integral at that time. So that's why I put them as a reference, and there's a book on that.
Nice. We've also got 6. We've got production, hands-on tools. So practical stuff, right?
Yeah, like a workshop, applied science, everything like you can do and put in practice what you learn. So you remember what you learn, and then you know how to be practical as well. So, and you feel good. You feel so good because you can fulfill your dream. You can do something up to the end. So it gives you a lot of satisfaction, and you feel useful.
Nice. And then
like
7.
Dewey, Kilpatrick, Paulo Freire, all these kind of great pedagogue would they were the first one to introduce this kind of pedagogy.
Nice. And the last one, biomorphic, bio-reconnection, phases 2 and 3, intuitive and multi-level intelligence.
Yeah, the reference are Dr. Shishida Asiris, this is from Peru, Yvette Carillon, and Noé Esperon. I would say it's a little bit more advanced. So we will show you that in the next video, number 11, just to know it exists. But I won't recommend to start with this kind of tools, especially if you work in the Ministry of Education. But in the future, definitely we will use this kind of more energetic kind of tools, and we will talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so
that's that's the way to organize everything. And then it was kind of complicated. That's why we decided to divide in the famous petal of the 7-petal school, and it's more concrete, and it's by color, and it will be like 7 pedagogical area. But at the beginning, we have this kind of organization, and then we end up with a 7-petal school, which was much more easier to understand and apply to put in practice.
To apply, to put into practice. So a lot of
that's why 4 and 5 at the end is 2 petals. Petals 4 art and petal 5 ecology. And bio-intelligent tools, you can use them in all the petals. So for the teacher, it was easier to work by petals. Or you can say pedagogical area if you don't want the petal and all this flower thing.
Well, I think the clear thing that people can see here, Naomi, is that a lot of thought has been putting into organizing these different pedagogical approaches. Petal 1, physical education. Petal 2 is the cognitive. Petal 3, emotional intelligence. Petal 4, biointelligent tools, arts. Petal 5, ecology. Petal 6, production hands-on tool. Petal 7, biomorphic, bio-reconnection tools, which is maybe a little bit advanced, a little bit something that maybe you can look at later. But we've already looked at these petals as well, and we're going to, as we've said, go into a lot of detail later on in this first series of co-recreating education about the petal schools, right?
Yeah, and the idea is to do all of them, not to forget one. Oh, it was beautiful, but we forgot completely ecology. No. The human being needs all of them. So that's why we separate them, to make it more, to remember. And I love this one.
So awareness and pure love go beyond information and techniques. They work through resonance. What does that mean?
Please. We have to remember, even if you have the best tools and it's the perfect pedagogical plan, if, technically talking, if there is no love, no real care to the children and to oneself and to the parents, it won't work. Because how can I say, the energy is not here, the emotional issues are not attended. It's like I knew, Dave, like sometimes you have a teacher my age, and technically she's still with the board and it's not perfect. I mean, pedagogically talking, some stuff could be improved, but all the children, they are glued to her, they love her, and they hug them, and she hugs them, and when it's allowed, and she's so calm, and she's in peace, and she's always smiling, and she adores the children. So the children first, they will react to that, and then to the topic or whatever technique you use or tools. So first this is the most important. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Obviously,
this is a very long list. I'm sorry about that.
So I was just going to go back to the last thing you said. Obviously,
Please.
we looked at in some of the past videos, children are very sensitive. They perceive more than we give them credit for.
They do a lot.
And here we have this enormous list of pedagogical trends. Basically, we've got this to show as well that, the information that we're presenting in this series of videos, it's not something that we've just made up or
out of the blue.
Naomi, you've been doing this for the last 20 years, I mean, officially, and you've looked at these trends, you've investigated, you've taken them into account. What are some of your favorite trends, or that you think are the most important to mention?
Yeah, all those trends really brought very important pedagogical tools and a new vision. So I want to honor them all. Of course, Montessori, Rudolf Steiner's are still the pillars, but I will mention Peter Deunov. This is from Bulgaria. Krishnamurti School is excellent. ANIPAS is the first university based on peace, culture, the multiple intelligence, and I like democratic school. I love Paulo Freire, of course. And I will mention the last one, like Asiri from Peru. It's from Yvette Carillon. She has very good tools. I love schools without backpack. It's from Italy. Forest School is my favorite. If you don't know what to do with your kid and your kid is like between 3 and 7, please send them to a forest school or to a 7-petal forest school. They blossom over there, and they are very strong physically because even if it is cold or raining, they're still in the forest, and it's very good for the immune system. And at the very end,
What's a forest
3,000,
school?
4,000, 5,000.
What's a forest school, Naomi? I'd like to know, and I think our viewers would probably like to know a little bit more
Which
about
one?
the forest schools.
You spend all the time outside in a forest.
Nice. And there are
Whatever
7-petal.
the weather is, and you learn a lot of things, but you are in nature all the time, inside.
And we have some 7-petal forest schools around the globe. What are some of the places
That
where?
would be the idea. There is, I know 2 in Colombia. They mixed all that, and the kids are very happy. But the teachers and the coordinator, they are so happy too. It's like very healthy. Sometimes it's so simple, right?
Nice. And you were also mentioning at the end there P3000, P4000, P5000, etc.
It's because we are on the move, especially after 2020. We decided to move on from 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 to show it's not static. What we propose right now and through this series of videos is always on the move, and we have to be able to adapt ourselves to any kind of situation and move with the rapid evolution of the society and the children themselves. I want to mention Suggestopedy, in Spanish, Suggestopedia, George Lozanov. He was the first one that worked with the right brain along with Shishida. So I have to acknowledge they are like my heroes. And that's half a century ago. They start with alpha waves, they're teaching. They have so incredible method. So obviously they open for us so much possibilities.
Nice. And obviously all this information is on the internet as well.
So yeah, it will take too long to Reggio Emilia is wonderful, pure art. I mean, all of them are really, and at that time they were pioneer, definitely. Okay, so let's start. Oh, I want to mention the architecture. It's very important, the environment. I know now e-learning is a reality too. Everything by Zoom. In the future, many parents want to travel. It's called traveling schooling, exchange schooling, no schooling, self-schooling. There is so much variety. And as P3000, 4,000, 5,000, we are exploring new ways too. And we really want to accompany to be with all kind of education, private, public. It's for everybody, and invent and new things too, or mixed education too. Mixed mean some classes will be e-learning, but then you can do an exchange, then you can do a project, then you can go to China, then you can come back, and then you mix all the beautiful ideas. There is no meaning, there is no one solution, but now world of possibilities.
So you're connected, inclusive, open-minded learning, right?
Yeah, and capable of changing on the move. I mean, on the way, in the way.
So very dynamic. So what's the importance of architecture, Naomi?
So thinking about still having a physical environment, which is, we will go on with that too, of course. Like one architect I really like is Prakash Nair. He's from India, USA. And he starts the school with no walls. and it's called flexing learning environment. So they have to be quiet, they do project, but not to have a wall. First, the teacher doesn't have a board, so he has to change his way of teaching. This one-way teaching, like I just teach you. And it will help to mix the groups. This is a flexible learning environment, no walls.
And
No walls, no bells, no schedule.
have you visited one of these places, Naomi?
Yeah, in Houston.
And what was your experience
No,
like
San
there?
Antonio. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. And it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the school was open only in the morning. And I say to the director, the headmaster, why do you have all those kids? This is afternoon time. He said, they don't want to go home. They were doing all their project. They were all on the computer. They put the work on the cloud, and they had many workshops and cooking, and they had ecology. The environment was so beautiful, and they wanted to involve the community, so the community, the neighborhood could enter and visit. Very, very nice. And don't forget to put universal geometry, the form, the colors, and the universal law. It's called universal geometry, like architect Michael Rice, Ireland. He has all these studies done, and definitely you can, if you need an architect, please choose one of them. They are all incredible. We have architecture congress or symposium every year. This year is going to be the 11th one. And this one, what about this one, Dave?
Architect Tezuka from Japan. So this is the Fuji Kindergarten. Looks pretty fun, pretty nice, pretty green as well there.
It's fun. They can run on the roof. This architect Tezuka used the entire superficie of the roof, so they can run, climb trees. Of course, there is a net. It's all safe. And they are very little ones, like 3, 4, 5 years old, and they run. And architect Tezuka said, oh, they have to run 1.6 kilometers per day. And then when they monitor one kid and he was running 6 kilometers per day. I mean, they do need to move. They are not hyperactive. The body needs to move. It's like, I mean, they are children. And us too, by the way.
And he was 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that the proof that and then there is no hyperactivity, no deficit of attention, no attention deficit, because the body feels good and they have so good result. Mexico, they are beautiful. It will be like bioarchitecture. And architect Cosme Espinosa is really good. And he has a lot of tips to have, like like with the temperature, and cool during the summer, very warm during the winter, and it's all natural. It's called bioarchitecture. And shall we go to the Hello, microphone on. Yeah, I got the video in 2 parts, Giovanna and everybody, because it's a 40 minutes video.
Yes.
So I think that's a lot of information for now. And I really like the architect. And Giovanna, I realized I cut off Dave. I have to apologize to Dave. We have to remember at that time when we record these videos, it was quarantine or lockdown. So we were not at the same place. And sometimes I cut him off. I mean, I interrupt when he was saying something. So sorry, Dave. And next time I will wait a little bit more.
Yes.
David, it was so patient with me because he was correcting my English, correcting all the PowerPoint because it was full of English mistakes. And he bared with me when we were live, the two of us. He's a very nice person.
Yeah,
Thank you. David from Australia, and he's very interested in education too around the world.
Yes, and I
the way it was raised, so he said, "No, we can't go on like that." Thank you, Dave.
Yes, thank you, Dave, and we enjoyed the way that all the videos were done. Very neat, very organized, and also very clear. I mean, Both of you did a great job with all of these videos.
Thank you.
Those are very nice. And definitely this one has a lot of information. I would say more than the other ones, like the other ones were just one topic. These cover so many topics, considering that are going to be applied to all the aspects of human development. So it's incredible. And there's so many of them that I cannot even begin to remember. The only thing is that I appreciate the way that you organize all of these ones in petals. So it's an easier way for us to grasp all the information.
That was the idea, because it was so much information. And we were at that time, I was writing books and books and books. And then I said, no, I will write another book so it's easier for people to understand. But then it was worse. It was not too much information, Noemi. Then when we started the idea of the 7 petal schools, it was so clear, and people was telling me, Noemi, this I understand. This is easy, and this is more. This I can do. Oh, and my heart was melting.
Yeah.
And that's the way we started, like 7 petal school in Italy, in Europe, in South America. We have a bunch, and then you can adapt to any kind of methodology. Let's say you are a Montessori school and you really like Maria Montessori. No problem. You do a Montessori 7 petal school. The same with
Yes.
Steiner or Waldorf or with democratic school. It's just a pedagogical support we
Yes.
offer that could really attend the level of development of the human being, like
Yes.
a real comprehensive education and way of approaching life. See, yes, and your
Exactly.
mind and your heart and your action, and know who you are and why and your purpose. So it's very fulfilling.
Yes. And that as you're mentioning, beginning in one of us, like in each one of us, implementing all of these tools, to find out that we as adults as well, we need fun for learning, for teaching, and to be happy as well as the kids. That's what we're going to be transmitting to them. We're going to be sharing to them, and with all of this information, and in all of these or field, the field that we are sharing with them, the magnetic field or heart. So
See?
that's what we have to begin with. And I love that all of these organized in such a way that you can choose all of these tools that are going to be there for us, for all of you that are watching. So many tools to choose from and begin implementing in your own lives.
Yes, I remember the long list of all the pedagogues,
Yes. The pedagogical. Yes.
the past, all the trends, and it was
Yes.
very important to mention them because it's not like Education 3000 start out of the blue. I mean,
Yes.
we have one centuries of extremely rich research and experience and schools all around the world. So I wanted to honor all these great pedagogues and teachers and investigation,
Research. In this research. Yes.
researchers, because from this richness we go on, you see. And
Yes.
it's very important to always honor the past, live the present
Yeah.
very intensively, and co-create the future. This is the idea too.
Yes, and that's the reason why we mention all of these long lists of information in pedagogical trends that you have been researching in order to do your own pedagogical tools, like pedagogical pedagogy 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000 now. So
Yeah.
that's great. That's
And we
great.
wait for your comments and your ideas as well. If you
Yes.
see the video afterwards, you can always put your comments on Facebook and or YouTube, because we can see the comments all the time. And remember, it's a co-creation. Dear Joanna, next week is going to be more specifics. We will see like how do you say, herramientas puntuales.
The specific tools, specific
That's it.
tools.
So
Yes,
it's called, I think you can see here, it's called
Bio-intelligent tools.
biointelligent pedagogical.
Yeah, that's it. It's called Bio Intelligent
Intelligent.
Pedagogical Tools.
Yes.
So this is like small tools, like how to do a mandala, how to do a garden, how to use music, how, very, very specific. And then you can adapt. So next week, please have to take notes, have your book ready, and share this, please. And if you know teachers and parents with children or homeschoolers as well, tell them to see these bio-intelligent pedagogical tools. It's fun, and you will enjoy them a lot. Let
Yes.
me unshare this,
Yes.
and we see you next week.
We will be seeing you, and don't forget that we have all of these classes in our pages in education3000.info, as well in our Facebook page and the YouTube channel. They are going to be here for you to repeat and for you to just go ahead and give us a try. Give
Okay.
all the tools a try.
So this is a YouTube channel, Education 3000 in different languages, and we have a playlist now with all the programs. We have a bunch of videos. Enjoy them. And this is a Facebook in English, Education 3000, 4000, 5000 in English. And any doubt, I have an email somewhere. Let me see where. Yes, I got it. The same, Noemi Panimal Education 3000 at gmail.com. So take care. Have a very good week. Joanna, take care too. And see you soon.
See
Enjoy.
you. See you, Noemi. Thank you. Bye, everyone.